After the interception, here's Jackson. Steps away. Under pressure, and down he goes in the end zone, and that's a safety. Well, we thought these two defenses, they might come to play. One has already come to play here. A safety for the opening points of the game.
Brandon, let's file this play away because if it turns out to be a tight game, who knows? This could wind up being the difference.
So after that safety, now a free kick situation forthcoming as they punt it away from the 20. Here's Hill on the return. New Orleans Saints, they get ready to set up shop for their second drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls at work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the play did on the last one.
Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. Jameis now on first down. That's Olave bringing in another one. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line. On play action, Winston. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, of course, coming off the safety the last time they had the football. Never want that.
No, that's pretty unique, too, isn't it?
And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
Every team has plays in their book to try to buy some room, but a safety's on the table. But a big variable is how does each team deal with the pressure of executing in those situations? In this case, they didn't, and they gave up 2 points.
Now the Saints coming back out ready to go for this next drive. And it's been their defense with the totality of the scoring thus far. So rare to see this, but 2 safeties, a 4-0 lead as they start here following the free kick. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at about the 32. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. On second down, Kamara. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Exactly what they needed right there because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
Staying on the ground on first with Kamara. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. Play fake. Winston. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Winston to give, it's Kamara. And he is going to lose yardage here. Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss. Throwing, Winston. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, that play there was certainly a scouting report special because coverage was all too aware that this close to the end zone, he's going to become a bigger weapon for that offense. And they were there to help force the incompletion.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Play action now. Winston rolling to his left. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down. Fourth down, Winston. And Jameis intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. We are in for a good one as we're through one on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now. On the run. He'll let this go deep right side. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked up by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. I know it appeared he was saying, hey, give me the football, I'm open, but I don't know if that's a pass that he should have thrown there.
Well, I don't think we've ever met a wide receiver that doesn't think he is open or is about to be open.
True.
So when you throw your hand up in the air and tell your quarterback, hey, I'm available, he's trusting that you are. In this case, he was not, and it turned into disaster for them.
The interception. Winston. He'll get this one underneath to Kamara. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. The flag comes in. This might be a free play. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. And he'll take this back down inside the 20.
Offside. Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. They go play action. Winston out to his left. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he gets stopped up at the 31 after a gain of maybe a yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And he is going to lose yardage here. A yard in the wrong direction. It's 3rd down, 10, 3rd down and 9.
That one into one time for the defense. Trying to contain tight ends in the passing game is so difficult nowadays. But they did a big play there.
So they've been unable to capitalize on the great field position as of yet. Here's 3rd and 9. gun. Jackson. And he'll go right back to Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Brought down at the 20. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. Flush to his right. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
This defense is going to have to finish the job. There's still a second half that they have to play. But so far, they're personal total effort. They've disrupted the passing game, stressed the pocket for the quarterback. They forced him into errant throws. Everything they're doing has been executed well.
On 3rd down, Jackson. His throw caught right around the 6. Touchdown. J.K. Dobbins. A 20-yard touchdown. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. From deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. Now the Saints offense, they get ready to go back to work here. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 3rd and 3.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Open man is Michael Thomas. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. 1st down, Winston. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
And now this offense comes back out onto the field. And now they start in plus territory following that turnover as they'll try to get some points here before halftime. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, certainly going to be a lot tougher adding a touchdown to that lead now since they're facing 2nd and 20+. Big-time sack to start the drive and put the opponent way back. Let's see what kind of play call they come up with here.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. He's got a man complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A gain there of 30 big ones.
We see this happen so often. If you're a defender, it's like watching a bad movie over and over. The pressure's good, forcing the quarterback out of the pocket. But it's a lot to ask for these defenders to stay plastered to receivers long enough. And sure enough, they let a man come open, and the connection.
And this is going to be intercepted. Marcus May with a pick. And the Saints are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
The Saints take over first and 10 at their own 3-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. With this slim deficit closing in on the end of the first half, we'll see if they can move this at least into field goal range and try to get 3 out of this drive. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown.
That was a nice catch, and not by the guy you thought it was going to be. How about the defender turning into an offensive player as soon as the ball hits his hands, and off he goes, off to the races, and into the end zone.
Now Tucker to add the PAT. Oh, and now they're going to fake it. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
Okay, they went for the fake off of the extra point attempt. It's a long way to go, and they didn't get there. Didn't get it completed successfully. Did someone dare them to do that? Did someone double dog dare them?
I was going to ask you, maybe they saw something on film, but do you see something on film to try something from the 15 on the PAT? I don't know.
The only thing they needed to see on film there was a snap, a hole, and someone kicking the ball through the post.
And the Saints going to go on offense one final time in this first half. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
Now that after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Here's Winston. On the move to his left. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. Oh, look at the juke. Well, Charles, you know, so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson. He sets to fire deep. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we come upon halftime with 9 points separating these two teams. As we'll get you, there you have it. Halftime quickly over. Third quarter, here we go. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. We saw this franchise do this back in the 09 Super Bowl. The Saints will start the second half with an onside kick. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the second half. A very interesting call and one that backfires. I know they're losing, Charles, but boy, to start the second half with the onside kick, risky.
Felt like a sense of urgency from their side, coupled with, you and I both know the special teams coordinators, they sell their key plays each and every week to the head coach, don't they? And I guarantee he's been selling this one. We can get it, coach, we can get it. And that came together with that sense of urgency you talked about.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
It's not like pressure to affect the accuracy and the timing of a guy trying to throw the football. And on that play, they ended up flushing him to his left, contacted him as he's trying to throw the football, and that led to the incompletion.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Uses the spin, and that'll be incomplete. Pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. He couldn't hang it on 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Now it's Jackson. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. First possession in the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Now a 1st down carry. It's bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line.
Do you remember in preseason we were going to the different training camps and visiting teams, and we always would see the running backs working out and going through those gauntlet drills, and, you know, guys either slapping at the ball or the machines. You got to learn to take care of it.
Yeah, they lost it there. Big fumble. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And both of these defenses have been stifling these last few drives offensively. Just not able to get anything going, so what needs to change?
I think a lot of the guys will go back and review, so to speak, because everyone has someone assigned to how did each play work. Okay, what did we use that kind of worked for us during this game? Try and get back to some of those plays, as well as the possibility of showing something you haven't shown already in this game and trying to change things up.
We'll see if they take the advice of Mr. Davis. Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. It'll be a loss of 6 yards on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and 1.
When you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't so well. Because he should be at the field by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up in big trouble, as we just saw right there.
So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dive. Jackson. He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Saints are going to have great field position here as this is returned just shy of midfield. Yes, folks, that is his 3rd interception, and I'm going to use one of the most overused phrases in football. He's a ball talking safety.
I love the way that you called for the shot there. That's perfect, though, because there is something to that. Being a safety often allows you freedom to roam around a defense, maybe not a specific assignment. Today, his assignment, find the football, and he's done so quite well.
Off the play fake, Winston. Tries the left side and finds Olave. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
The receiver factor at Ohio State turned out an NFL-ready deep threat this year in Olave, who New Orleans jumped up to get at number 11. The Saints learned last week they need another defense breaker in their receiver room to allow a little bit of space to throw underneath. Sub 4.4 speed and a history of turning deep routes into touchdowns made Chris Olave their guy, and he gets them the first down.
Kamara trying the right side. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Jameis to throw it. Looking for the end zone. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
What we've seen so far in this game, they're not going to allow a big shot over the top. You can have whatever you want underneath. They'll give you that, but they're not going to let you beat them deep.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Now Winston. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
Now Winston on fourth down. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Jackson now off the bootleg. Steps away. Pass on the crossing route is complete. This is Andrews. Now they leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
That's a good-looking play to me. The big tight end, crossing route, coming underneath. Sometimes he can gain some serious momentum going forward, can he?
Yeah, he can indeed. Pretty well executed there. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. It's complete. Swings it out to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They're able to keep the drive alive, 7 yards that time, and the decision to go for it proves to be a good one.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Trying to lay one up deep. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And a terrific return as he takes this thing all the way down near the 20-yard line. Well, all I can do up here is just shake my head. I mean, 6 interceptions. I cannot imagine what he's thinking between the ears right now.
Well, just think of how it is for his teammates, because after the first few, you know they're going over to him, hey, we'll get them next time. Now they're probably a little bit frustrated. And if you're a receiver, you're thinking to yourself, any ball that's in the air, you become receiver and defensive back. You got to go compete for the ball so that you don't get another one picked off.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete.
I think we can all understand what they're thinking right now. They take over the ball in field goal range after the turnover, so they've got that in their hip pocket. But they've got to go for the end zone and turn this into bigger points. Their thinking is a touchdown is really what they should get from starting here. Getting 3 points at the end of this drive, that would feel disappointing.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And I don't think he got there. He did not. They stop him a yard shy. He needed 2. He only got 1. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. Here comes the Raven offense now, ready for another possession. Jackson and the Ravens come up now, 1st and 10 at their own 13. He'll start with a handoff to Dobbins. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. Back now here live in New Orleans. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th. Here's 2nd and 10. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Jackson. On the sideline, did he keep his feet in bounds? They say yes. Great job, both feet in. Shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one.
Previous play is under review.
Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Now, here's the call.
After review of the play, ruling on the field
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson, draw play to Dobbins. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, 2nd down. He has just been completely taken out of this game. We're in the fourth quarter. He's single digits in the rushing department.
And I know we look at him because the numbers do go to his production. But how about the guys blocking for him? They don't just have his number as a ball carrier. They've got the number of the offensive line and the other guys because they're getting to him before he can get started.
Jackson going to find his running back here. It's Dobbins. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. The Raven passing game getting in sync. Another first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. It's the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, both offenses have clearly struggled throughout, so kind of fitting that it's another big defensive play that yields points here in the late going.
Yeah, really, both of these defenses have been up to the task throughout this game, and we haven't seen much in terms of offensive creativity or result. And there, not only does the defense force a turnover, but they have the presence of mind to take it back for 6 points.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick in terms of kicks? Can the kicker execute it? Can the team wait for 10 yards? So many variables, and in this case, they didn't get it done.
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Chauncey Gardner-Johnson with a pick. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Coaches always tell their players someone's got to make a big play, but what they mean is a game-altering play, a game-changing play, a turnover force, and we just got that. I mean, how about that play, Brandon?
Yeah, a pick six, fourth quarter, that is a game-changer.
Someone read their cue.
Now look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Ravens offense back out there. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And a big loss here as he's taken down. After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson on the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
His back has been a bit of a safety valve. Games they went back to when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect. So the good results in that game.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Jackson now. Escaping the pressure right. And he's out right at the 25. It'll be a pickup of 16, but they'll remain short of the marker, and it's fourth down.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. Flushed out right. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And now, boy, the ball's going to go over on downs here inside the 10-yard line. The New Orleans offense set to take over. And now, following the desperation turnover on downs, they're set up with a 1st and goal to go. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 64 yards on the ground for him so far.
That's a great run right there on first down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
Again, Kamara, but he will lose yardage here as they knock him back to the 3. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up third down.
Now, obviously, that's some good work there defensively, being able to stop them and bring it up a key third down. But if you're on the offensive side of the ball, there's an opportunity, because I know what defensive guys are thinking right now. Just stop them, get to the ball. That means they might not be sound defensively. There could be some opportunities.
And you said key third down. Highlight that word. Put it in bold. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Winston to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up 4th down.
Now we'll get a quick timeout called by New Orleans, number 2. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. Fourth down, Winston. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. An incompletion there on 4th and goal from the 3. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
No room to be had there on the 1st down run as he's lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Really shouldn't be a surprise. It's going to be hard to move people in this situation. You know they're going to bring the pressure defensively. Because I remember playing in this spot, and my coach was always saying, don't be afraid to try and create a safety, too. They're going to bring pressure.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now Jackson back into his end zone. That one complete to Crochet. And he's got a 1st down as he's going to be taken down. But a very nice pickup there just in front of the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. So a little breathing room now. 1st and 10 at the 17. To throw is Jackson. Dalvin's with it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed, too.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. Here's Jackson. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
That's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple of plays in the huddle so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Throwing, Jackson. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he did not reel it in.
Without incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with the football. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that'll be just about all she wrote for this one. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 3rd and 3. Well, that second half, Charles, a little bit different from the first. Not only did we have the line change after intermission, but they were able to pitch the shutout in the second half and get an impressive victory.
And what's the old expression? That's not quite how I saw it playing out in my head. You know they didn't expect this at all. As you mentioned, went into the half with the lead. Losing the game is one thing. Getting shut out in the second half, that's a surprise.
Whenever I touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. 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 I hope y'all can less double E, cause I need your eyes on me. Once I get my feet in this end zone, no one can STOP. Can I make a scene like a movie, feeling big, keep it juicy? floor till I'm underneath